This was the first job that I got. I was fresh out of university. I had only made student films, animated films. I was contacted by a professor of anthropology who had this idea of animating Indigenous knowledge. We gave it a shot and it was really successful, and that's been one of my many projects that's continued for the last 12 years. It was always kind of an afterthought, whereas the ideas for films that I had were always character-based, and now kind of building a world or visualizing a world now is far more important to me, that we feed off the land and the world that we're in rather than it feeding off us. So, yeah, it's just kind of a shifted perception and perspective really that was quite profound, and it's rippled through almost everything I've done since. Yeah, definitely. We hadn't thought about urban environments before, but it is definitely something that is totally possible and sounds really interesting as well. Yeah. Because Indigenous communities in Australia, what most people unfortunately do think about, the ones that are far more remote. But there are still really strong Indigenous communities in all the major urban centres, which are often left out of the argument. And so yeah, an augmented reality simulation through the streets of Redfern or Collingwood or any of the major Indigenous centres would just be really incredible and a great way to include some largely forgotten communities. More philosophically, yeah, rather than practically. I think for me the realizations that I've had came largely from inactivity, which is part of, I think Steve McKee brushed on learning to walk in his talk, which for me, with my first few trips into the Northern Territory, spending time with Aboriginal people and going on expedition was learning not to talk and learning not to think as much while out on country. And it just allows you, the quiet mind and a quiet voice allows you to really kind of absorb your surroundings. And I think it's through that absorption of the natural environment that we can really, the creativity comes to us rather than forcing it out. I think the monodiscipline is not a good model. I think every problem would be solved far quicker and better with more ideas from more varied sources. So the Monash Country Lines Archive itself works with archaeology, anthropology, social science, art and design, and information technology. So we all kind of come together to kind of solve this one design problem. SensiLab then expands even further. We've done projects with neuroscience, with biotechnology as well, which is just kind of like along the same lines, that no problem can be solved by one discipline, as well as it could be getting help from better, more knowledgeable experts, whoever they may be. Inspiring, fun, and I can't say enjoyable because that's the same as fun. Just eye-opening. Yeah, totally.